heading to my cousin's, and we might start up the 240 again. I really can't wait to get that car done so I can drive it. And then we're gonna go ahead and go straight to a mall. It's called Gurney Mills, I believe, Gurney Mills Mall, towards Wisconsin. And the reason I want to go there is that mall had specifically a while back a stand in the middle of it, you know, one of those small stands where they sell you things. It's not like a huge store, but they have some items that they sell, and this stand happened to have a lot of die-cast cars. I want to see if they have my favorite car, GTR R34. I love that car for many reasons. It's not because it wasn't available in America, but because of the design of it, the shape. I love the inline-6 twin-turbo engine. I love what it provided performance-wise in that time, or late 90s, and you're talking crazy performance and what it was capable of doing. I mean, I remember watching, obviously, the R32 being dubbed the Godzilla, and then that continuing on through the 33 and the 34, and now even technically the 35, or just the GTR, however you want to look at it. And I still think till this day it's one of the best looking cars ever created. I mean, I know it's not that long time ago. It's, you know, 99, 98 I believe was the first one that came out, and I love it. I love it. It has nothing to do that it never came. I know a lot of people, to them it's because they were, you know, maybe it's because they couldn't obtain it here in America. For me, that's not what it is. It's just that, yeah, I wish we had it available here, but it's just the design, the way it looked, the performance that it came with, and that you could give it, you know. So that's what I want to see if they have, and possibly a green Hurricane. I like Lamborghinis a lot, and I really like the Hurricane, and I want to see if they have a green one. So yeah, we're gonna go check that out. Long speech in the beginning here, but let's see what we got. What's up, guys? Gurney Mills.
It's toasty out.
It's a nice day.
It's
like
nice.
it's toasty, but it's not humid.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel humid like it has like the last week or so. So yeah. But we're gonna go check out to see if we can find this and maybe see what other things are. To a mall, then we went back to the house. We streamed the video on T3G Media in the description. Then now we're at Walmart, and you know, before, well, there's one reason why we're in Walmart, but we figured while we're here, let's see if these guys have any die-cast stuff that we would maybe. Oh, that's actually cool. That's, I like that. From the beginning of 8, I actually like that. Oh, the blue. Look at that blue. Ah, that's the
same one.
Yeah, it's the GTR.
It was blacked out. It's like the big one that you wanted.
Although I should have bought the big one for the money he was offering. Okay, that wasn't there. That definitely was.
Yeah.
Could have went with the blue GTR with the Dom's Charger. But the real reason we're here is because the Honda needs an oil change. And funny enough, compared to all these automotive shops like O'Reilly's, AutoZone, apparently Walmart's way cheaper for Mobile One stuff.
Way cheaper.
Way cheaper. Some savings. So when you're on a budget, do Walmart. 15 bucks at O'Reilly's. 10 bucks here.
have multiple spots for it.
They have multiple spots for it. But it's $25 here.
28. No, 20. Yeah, 22.
It's 20.
22.88.
22.88, whatever. Where at O'Reilly's
37.
it's 37. That's a significant savings, and the filters are about $5 cheaper too. So, yeah, when you're on a budget, research. Today, few things going on. I gotta do the oil change on this car. I bought stuff last night, as you guys saw. Got a package there. I'm super excited because in there is my high beam LED bulbs, and the reason I'm excited about that is because the current ones that are in here I bought a while back from eBay, and they were crap. They are not bright at all. They work, they are always on, they haven't died yet, but they just don't have any kind of brightness on them. So I did get some new ones in there. We're gonna put those on after we do the oil change, but first the oil change. Now, of course, the car is already jacked up, so I'm not gonna put you through the boredom of that. But if I haven't said it before and you haven't seen it from other channels, always chuck your wheels, because you don't want your e-brake failing or whatever and the car starts rolling while it's on the jack. That's probably the worst thing that could happen. So make sure you check the back wheels or the front wheels, depending which end you're jacking up. Now let's get to replacing this oil and the filter, because I do it every oil change, even though the manufacturer states you can do it every other. I think that's BS. So I do it every oil change. Alright, while that's draining for a bit, and I always let it drain for a while, let's check out these light bulbs. Oh yeah, and I also picked up a new tire pressure gauge. Supposedly it's good and it's cheap. If you guys want to know where I picked it up, it'll be in the description below as always. But here we go. So the Honda Accord that I have is a 2014, and for the high beams it's 9005 headlights. They are separate from the regular headlights, and the company I did go with because they have good ratings on Amazon. I picked it up on Amazon, of course, and I know a lot of people use them, is AUXBEAM. Now I won't put these in right now. I'll do them after the oil change, mainly because I want to show you guys the difference between the ones that are on there and these. But here it is. I'm guessing that's their number, and these are the 9005s. They're checked off right there. So I always use gloves when handling any kind of light bulb, especially standard light bulbs, but even with LEDs I do it because I don't want the oils from the body getting on them and ruining them. So the reason I like these is because you don't need additional hardware. They're self-sustained. They got a fan here with the heat sink, so if they do get hot, this will actually help that. Where with others like HID kits, you do need a separate box to help kind of modulate the system. Here it's all in one, so really it's just going to be plug and play. You put this in and you're ready to go. But they look good. They look just like the ones for my main headlights. Now the one I have for the main headlights are not AUXBEAM, but that's all right. I can't wait to put these in, make sure they work, and then we'll go from there. And now I have to first finish up this oil change. Now as for oil, you guys saw last night I use Mobil 1. So for this car it's 0W20. They do have like a full year guarantee of coverage, which I did not go with because I like to change mine every so often. I don't like going a full year, even though it has been tested. Engineering Explained, somebody that I watch, he already showed that actually this works. And then of course their filter. Now this is their 1 year 20,000 mile filter, but I don't care. I'm going to change this out on the next oil change. But I did pick up this filter because it was the only one there. For this car it is the M1 110. The A is for the 20,000 mile 1 year replacement. If you don't want that one, then it's just M1 110. Now as for tools that I use to remove oil filters, I have this one from Fram. I believe you can pick it up almost anywhere, even Walmart. I've had this for a long time. It does what it needs to do. Certain oil filters though, depending where they're located, it's not the best. There are other tools that I'm going to try out later on. This one's been doing what it needs to do. I think I've said this before, but I use a little bit of just old oil off this old oil filter just to lube up this rubber so it has a better seal. Some people use new oil, some people use oil. I don't think it really matters. That's what I do. There's no reason to over tighten the oil filter. Hand tight is plenty. Do not go extreme. Do not use this tool. Just hand tight and you're good to go. And the same goes for the oil drain bolt or nut or whatever you want to call it. Do not over tighten. Do not use a gun to tighten it. Or yeah, just don't. All you need is this. That's it. No, nothing else is necessary. You do not need to go crazy on that. There's so many horror stories, and I've seen it, where people over tighten it and then they have to get a new oil pan because they've stripped the threads in the oil pan and they no longer can use a bolt, so they have to get a new oil pan. So don't do that. My car does take the full 5 quarts. Make sure to look at your owner's manual or look online to see how much your car takes. This is the 4-cylinder Honda Accord 2014, 2.4 liter, so this takes 5 quarts. And before I turn around, just in case you have a Honda Accord and you're wondering, I do my oil change every 30%. So once that number hits 30%, I do it. So how do you reset this number? You hold it down when it's on this selection. It's going to start blinking. There it is. So now it's blinking. I don't know if you guys can see that. You let go once it starts blinking, and then you press and hold again. And there it is. It's back to 100%. And that's it. That's as simple as that gets. Just in case you have a Honda Accord and you're wondering how to reset that. The car is in here. It's dark. Sorry about that. We're going to have the lights on. Now I'm going to turn on the brights. So I don't know if you can tell that difference. So that's the regular headlights. That's the brights. Regular headlights, brights. And now let's take you to the front of the car. And that's kind of how bright they are. So the left here is the actual LED headlight that runs all the time, and that's the bright. You can see how that overpowers that, which shouldn't be the case. Those should be stupid bright. But they're not. They're bright, just not stupid bright. So we're going to get rid of those. And then we're going to swap it in with the AUXBEAMs and see how it looks. Now these should be pretty simple to swap out. Usually they're right here. For this side you can actually take off this coolant reservoir, put that to the side real quick, and then the headlight is right here, or the bright light is out here. Counterclockwise, take it out, and there it is. As you can see, this bulb was really small. It's not self-contained. As regular LEDs, they're great, but obviously not powerful enough, not enough lumens. So let's get the AUXBEAM ones. Here we go, here are the AUXBEAMs. Same thing as this. We're gonna just put them in, line them up, and they are in. Now, just like anything else, you connect them up, and of course, you wanna make sure that they run. So it looks like it's not running, not a problem. Swap that out. You just turn this around and there it is. That's a lot brighter. Wow. All right, let's do the other side and let's see how bright they are. So, regular lights, bright. Regular lights, bright. I feel like those are way brighter, easily. And now let's check them out from the front. I mean, you can definitely tell that the right is way brighter than the regular light at this point. I am happy with that result. Let's see how long they last. I will inform you guys in future vlogs if they go out pretty quickly. Since I'm not running them all the time, this way they should last quite a bit. All right, so everything's done, ready to go, but I do want to get a car wash real quick. Didn't want to wash it myself outside because it's stupid hot, and honestly I'm in a hurry, so I just want to get a wash so that way any of the little oil that might be left on the underbody gets taken out, because where the oil filter is, it sucks. It gets always on like the front subframe or whatever it is, so just want to get that out of the way. And plus a bird decided to enjoy my car here, apparently while I was inside getting ready. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go. Did I mention where we were going? I don't think I mentioned where we were going. I'm going to Plainfield, Illinois, because they have a cruise night. Well, they call it cruise night, but it's really just like a car event where like the main street or one of the main side streets of the historic downtown gets taken up and a bunch of cars line up and everybody comes and checks it out. So that's where I'm going. I got invited by a friend, which I did a video on with his orange Lamborghini. Dustin invited me, so I'm gonna go check it out. But first, I gotta get this car washed. It needs a wash.
The floor is lava! What's that? Yo! What's that? Lava! What's that? Yo! The floor is
lava! You're good. I've been up all night. I edited a wedding video that I did recently, and then I edited a vlog. I want to apologize right now. I've been behind on videos. I released 2 feature videos of events, and then I kind of was gone for like a week or 2. But before we end this vlog, and it's almost daylight out, so that tells you how early it is. I just want to show you how ridiculously bright those new LED lights are, the brights. So that's regular lights, that's brights. So that's kind of where we're gonna leave it at. The other ones were nothing like that. So thanks guys for watching. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, if you liked it, of course, if you could hit that like button, subscribe for future videos. I try to make as many as I can, and I'll see you guys in the next one.